Hello and welcome back to Dragon's Dogma. Last time, we met the Duke, and then we were imprisoned for trying to bang his wife. We escaped though, and we managed to free the gardener as well. So we're moving on. We're now going back to the Duke's to receive our royal orders from Aldous.
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else.
Not the Duchess.
I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir.
No doubt you're aware the roads are ever more overrun with beasts of every stripe. The threat has only worsened since the dragon's coming. Trade has suffered, citizens have died. A company of the land's finest sword hands have been gathered to thin the creature's numbers. It is no perfect solution, but it is a start. I would ask you to join them, sir. There's been no end of reports of caravans bearing tribute bound for Grand Soren being waylaid by monsters. Among them, the direst threat is posed by the Griffin. It is not a creature easily quelled, but we can ignore it no longer. Hence the company of elites. And now it seems they are prepared to face the beast. They stand in wait outside the castle gate. Go and speak with them for further detail. I fear this may be a long battle, sir. May the Maker be your shield.
Now, we saw the Griffin attack a caravan right outside, and it was pretty nasty. Let's see if the Duke has anything to say.
If it is work you want, seek Aldous.
Nope, he has nothing to say after we were found in a mankini in his wife's room.
I am honored to travel
We're
with
picking
you.
up a mage pawn for some healing, as well as a ranger pawn for some nice
Arisen.
bow combat.
I am honored to travel with you.
We need some range damage that isn't a spell, so we grab her. As we remember, Mr. Satan is still a sorcerer.
The Duke's men are assembled. Let's hurry to join them.
Yes, let's make our way outside the south gate.
Beg pardon,
now.
Arisen. I'm sure this is a small matter, but I would yet have you hear it. I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking after your whereabouts. Even more curious, when I told him I knew not, he swore me, tell no one of our encounter. Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were mad. I shall never forget them. I beg you, be wary.
Well, if I didn't have an enemy before, it looks like I've got quite a few more now. 11 to be exact. And these are the Nameless Men. And here's their letter that the guard gave us. Let the Arisen's only peace be death. Oh, that sounds fantastic. We will deal with them
The
shortly.
beating heart of all Grances.
But first, let's put our attention towards the Griffin. Here are the elites.
I had a feeling you might be our escort. Aye, we are the company of elites you're to march with. A poor jest, I know. We'll circle the capital, striking the Griffin as we come upon it along the way. We attack when it sets down. It is nothing so clever as to be called a stratagem, but it will work. If you still care to join us after hearing all that, let's be off.
And we make
We're
our
to lure
way.
the Griffin at the Duke's burden is great. Let's follow Between his duties
Focus.
as sovereign
The hunt
and
is
the
afoot.
worm hunt.
Elites
I
or
don't see any
no,
griffins.
I'd feel better at ease with a few more men.
A good start to any task is hawking an imposing structure of Fort Fair.
We make our way towards the mountain pass, but instead of going through the mountain pass, we take the first left, and it leads to this plateau area. That pile of bones tells us we should put some bait there for the griffin.
this is where we're to meet the beast. We'd best
And this
prepare for
works
that.
on any griffin you'll see flying around. If they find bodies lying about, they might come down to have a bite. So we need to find a goblin. And there's our man. Yeah, this'll do fine. So we need to make our goblin into bait. We just take him over and throw him in the glowing circle. Yes. Yes, it does, Mr. Satan. Here we are. You can see the men we're with are hiding in the bushes. Yes, it's close. Ah, there it is.
Goblins ill like fire.
Ice, lend thy bite.
It comes.
Ooh, yeah. Now, griffins are strong against lightning. They are weak to fire.
If you grab it, it will not fly.
Also weak to being bashed in the head. But they are much weaker to fire. Whew. Oh yes.
It hates fire.
We also completed a quest for killing some goblins. Oh, and I run out of stamina. Unfortunate. Now the griffin will fly around and swoop a lot. And when it comes down, it typically, yes, uses whirlwinds and lightning, but that was an excellent fire spell by you. Thank you, you. You've done a great job. When you set them ablaze like that, they cannot fly.
On solid ground, the advantage is ours.
And then you just get to wailing on its head.
Nose to the head, work well.
This griffin, however, is a boss.
We must bring
And
it
this
to ground.
griffin does not like to play fair. And like most griffins, it will just take off randomly.
Roost the moment its fortunes turn. We cannot let this chance escape. Come, Arisen, to the Blue Moon Tower.
Yes, the griffin off in the distance. It's hard to see at this time of day, but there is a large structure on the other side of Grand Soren. We haven't been there yet, but they say it's called Blue Moon Tower. We'll head there eventually, but not right now. We've got those assassins to deal with. Now, this quest is called Nameless Terror, and it's kind of easy to miss, because there aren't really any guidelines of showing you where to go. We're at the bridge right now, just north of Grand Soren, where the entrance to the catacombs is. And, you do this quest at night. It has to be at night, and it starts in this spot.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
Check them off the bridge.
What's that?
Now, the way this quest works, there are 11 of them. 11 of these assassins, the Nameless Men, who tell you their names.
More so than Dogma.
So you go to these locations at night. In this order, you go to the bridge first, and we'll see the others. You go to these places, and they appear, say their little Team Rocket lines, and then get killed horribly. They look like regular bandits for the most part, except they give 500 experience. That's how you know you've finished one of them off.
There, master, skeletons.
And also the undead love this part of the road. So we gotta deal with them too.
I am he who sheds the mortal
coil.
Yeah. There's one. There's number 2. One's already dead.
Move on their own.
I am he who sets the world.
Now, yeah, we are the Nameless Men.
We must stay calm.
It's pretty hard to hear, so I'm gonna post their lines anyway, so you'll be able to see them. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting quest. All the assassins' names are kind of themed, like these ones were all ghosts and phantoms and stuff, spirits. But it's just odd. I didn't even see it my first couple playthroughs, I think.
What's that?
I think I got the quest, but I never figured out how to finish it at first. Because it never tells you where to go or what to do. And it only triggers at night, and it's only in these certain spots. So it's really easy to miss. The second spot is out here. We are outside of the ancient quarry. On the Grand Sword side.
Never mind the beasts.
And someone managed to have a nice cozy fireplace going, but a house filled with zombies. They need a maid, I think.
What's this? There are tools scattered about.
Up ahead, we find our next group. Come on, don't be shy, guys. I know you're out there.
I am he who salts the wound. Your end shall not be quick.
I am he who carries the skin. Let us see if you can stand for truth. I am he who strides the stars. Your power shall be exposed.
The Walking Dead, there, Master. Undead warriors.
Yeah, either I'm already hideously powerful, or these guys just aren't that tough. Now that we finished off that group, the regular monsters in the area spawn as well. We get a few more zombies. The third fight is in the mountain pass, right by the gate. It's on the Harpy Hill. And it's only one.
There are no grudge against you.
Beware the Harpy's voice!
Yeah, I don't think so. Not today.
Beware when the creature dies!
Here we are. We're on Manamia Trail, just past the encampment. Yes, an ambush. They wish it was an ambush. You can complete this quest in a single night. Yeah, if you really run for it. I wanted to throw her off the cliff, but just wasn't close enough. That'll have to do. Oh, I don't know. They go down pretty easily. Now we're down to the last encounter, and that one is right outside of Grand Soren's gate. We book it so we can make it there while there's still night.
I am wonder and despair. I see you now for a true Arisen.
Nisai one-shot him. He didn't even get to finish his whole line. Oh well. I'll post his whole line that he should say. But yeah, that's the Nameless Terror quest.
It is your hometown, is it not?
And in the reward we get a letter basically stating that anyone who follows the true God knows that the Arisen brings only death, not hope.
Remember the item I
and he
asked
must
you
die.
for? It's not urgent, but I do hope you might yet locate it. Well, enough of that.
While we're here, we found Renard again, and we have his item that he needs.
That's it. Amazing. As I've come to expect from the likes of you, sir. In thanks, I offer a further discount on your bill. Traveling about it, like how nothing stays in one place for long. People less still. My blackguard father least of all.
Sounds like he's got daddy issues. Let's see his
In
final
truth, sir,
quest for us.
You are my finest patron. Whenever I've requested aid, you lent it without question. I feel I can trust you. Perhaps the time is right to reveal what I am truly searching for. I never knew my father. He disappeared while I was yet in my mother's belly. Truth be told, he's just as likely dead by now. Yet, the question haunts me still. What could so vex a man that he might desert his unborn child? I have no desire to weigh the right of his actions. I seek only the cause behind them. Thus did I become a peddler, that I could wander the land in search of clues. Pray, if you should come across any trace of my father, some record of his travels, or a diary perhaps, I would ask you bring it to me. I found naught in all my years of searching, but perhaps you might succeed where I failed. Fair sense tells me otherwise, but yet I hold out hope.
So, he's looking for his father. Now, the journal entries we've been finding are actually from his father, and there are 6 of them. So, once we've found all 6, we give them to Renard. However, when you finish that quest, he is removed from the game until your next new game. So, you want to do that around the end of the game. Finally turn it in. Because he has some pretty good items for sale. You don't want to lose him as a merchant.
They say the faith sends believers to the Grand Cathedral on the mainland, even as we speak. The church gathers accounts from any who saw the dragon, way I heard it. What can I do you for?
Interesting. Well, now we're going to follow up on Fidel's quest. We're going to make our way towards the Great Wall and see if we can't find his letter. He said he was on the way back from the Great Wall, and this is the path that leads to it. Wow, wonderful. What isn't overrun with monsters? Right there where this path splits, that leads to the catacombs entrance that we took earlier.
This way, Arisen. This way.
Thank you. Thank you. An odd name. We hear saurians croaking. Yeah, there's plenty of dangers on this, in this area. If you just stray from the path just a bit, there are lots of sulfur saurians. We have dire wolves here, as well as the lady bandits. Now, Maul was complaining about the lady bandits, and this is their territory. The southern area, the southern coastline, essentially belongs to the male bandits. Oh, I love this. She has been slowed. And when you slow someone, they even fall slowly. It's incredible. So yes, the southern coast is mainly controlled by the male bandits. This northern mountainous area is the female bandit territory. And if you carry one or the other's badges that you get from doing the quest, they will become aggressive to you. But all the bandits out in the wilderness are always aggressive. It's the ones in the forts that will become aggressive because of the badges. And they're not aggressive anyway. So the main reason to get the badges is because it's a somewhat interesting quest. And they are turn-ins for another quest, for one of Arsmith's quests. So you get them for that reason. There's no real reason to carry them around though. Yeah, it's pretty much an infinite amount of lady bandits in this area.
Anytime.
They're just crawling all over. And yes, we're in the Curse Wood now.
What's this?
Sorcerer master, stay vigilant.
I love how the,
They attack in quick
for some reason, with the lady bandits especially, their dialogue does not match their, the written dialogue does not match their spoken dialogue for many of their lines. But they die all the same. Ooh, just socking her in the gut. And here, what do we have here? Look like a burning rubble of a wagon. And some carcasses.
What's this?
Oh, and there's the culprit. The same culprit, maybe, that stole Fidel's package. So, if he stole from this caravan, he stole from the other one, most likely. So,
What's that?
yes, it's carrying something off with it. So let's head in that direction, find its nest, and maybe we'll find the letter with it.
New allies. There's far different time from the southern first.
And that path leads up the mountain. It's a shortcut to more bandits. We cut through the chaff for this one. However, we run into something a little larger. And man, those chimeras have some good vision. Because it comes right up here. Chimeras are always ready to party. These bandits will be quite the nuisance during this fight, so I try and clear them out first. That's gotta hurt. Hell yeah. That damn snake. And it gets me again. And the goat licking you actually douses you with red. It's a mostly uninteresting fight, but we managed to finish it off. I just can't believe that snake keeps grabbing me so much. I'd never really had that happen before. Oh well. Moving on, we're moving higher and higher up the mountain now, and we see a fort. I believe that's the hideout of the lady bandits, but the fort is on a cliff. So, let's get our Korean out of the way. Yes, woman thieves. Our word today is 낭떠러지, cliff. 낭떠러지.
What a drop. To the open space is about to reach out and take
And they have a Cyclops. Wonderful. The danger with the Cyclops in this area is that it could easily bat you off the cliff to your death. And unless you have a wake stone, that's a game over.
Looking for trouble?
Yeah, I am. And they've got a lot of boulders set up too.
I'll grab it where it's weakest.
Yeah, let's throw some bombs at the Cyclops. He's all armored up too. Real pain in the butt, so thank you, Mr. Satan. We're going to use these bombs, try and get rid of some of that armor. Also knock him over. Now, the danger when fighting Cyclopses, and you have mages, if the Cyclops is armored, you may never get that helmet off. Because you can sit up here, but see, they just stunned it with lightning. And it can't remove its helmet while it's stunned, so... And they keep making him fall, or stunning him, just one after the other. So you've got to kind of depend on your pawns to kill them with magic. Because, as you can see, physical won't do much. You can clear a spot like I did on this leg. You can knock the armor off eventually, but I don't think you can knock off helmets. I think they can take them off. Other than shooting them with a ballista in the head, I think that works too. But you pretty much just got beat off a section of armor on the leg. Because otherwise, they're just going to be chain stunned to the point where that helmet's never coming off. So ultimately, mages can make this a much longer fight than it has to be. Yes, I know, and the helmet protects its eye. And it can't remove its helmet because you keep stunning it. Oh well. Luckily it goes down quick enough. But could have been quicker. Oof. And right in the colon.
Keep watch for falling rocks as we walk the slopes, Master.
And so we've made it to Heaven's Peak Fort. Continue on next time.